welcome to my channel. My name is Julia Kristal from allforreborns.com, and I'm so excited today to show you all about this little reborn baby here in front of me. This is Makeda, and she is available for adoption right now on my website, allforreborns.com. So I wanted to do things a little bit differently on my channel this year. I want to show you the entire process of me making Makeda from when she's a kid all the way until being a reborn baby like this. So there's a lot of work that goes into creating this doll. I'll tell you a little bit about her. She's a 19-inch sculpt. Her sculpt was created from the scan of a real baby. I call it a huggable art. It's art you can hold, and I just am so happy with how she turned out. If you are interested in adopting her, she is available on my website right now at allforreborns.com. I do have a couple other babies on there that are ready to ship too, so make sure you check it out and sign up for my mailing list so you won't miss out on when I have dolls that are available for adoption. From time to time, I do take custom orders too, and I will be opening up my custom orders again very soon, so be on the lookout for that too. Alright, without further ado, here we go with the making of Makeda. Alright, voiceover Julia here, just popping in to tell you a couple of important things. Number one, don't be surprised when you see 3 dolls in this video. Makeda was actually a triplet originally. I originally planned to make her along with a custom order doll and another ready to ship doll as triplets, but with the timing of things, they have already gone on to their new homes, and I'm just getting around to finishing Makeda. So she was a late bloomer, but she is available now. But if you see those other dolls in the videos, that's why. I just wanted to let you know that. And I might make a speed paint video of her triplet that has open eyes because I just loved how he turned out. So if you want to see that, make sure you let me know in the comments. And next up, I'll be answering 2 frequently asked questions, which is one of them is the title of this video: why do women collect reborn baby dolls? So here we go. Questions that I get a lot is, why would someone make these type of dolls? So like, why would I make this type of art? I just really have always loved creating. Like, my background is being a musician and a music teacher, and as an adult I discovered that I was good at creating things visually, like visual arts. I discovered like a whole hidden talent, and I started making knitted dolls and like dolls out of yarn. And then I stumbled across these reborn dolls, and I just couldn't believe that they were not real babies. And so my first thought was, I gotta learn how to make that. And so I just really love the art form, the hyper-realism. I love to sculpt as well, and I just think that it's so cool to be able to capture something so realistic. You know, what's more beautiful than like the realism and the beauty of a baby? And I think it's like the art form for me, you know? Another question that I get a lot is, why would somebody collect these type of dolls? And people collect these type of dolls for all types of reasons. I think people collect these kind of dolls because they love art. It really is a 3-dimensional form of art that you can hold, and there's a lot of beauty in that. Some people like to just look at their dolls or display them. I've also made dolls for people for therapeutic reasons. Also for people that like to just collect dolls. There's, you know, a big niche of doll collectors. It's one of the most popular forms of collecting, right up there with collecting stamps and coins and toy trains. It's just another collectible art form. So and within the doll niche, there's so many different types of dolls. There's art, there's like cloth dolls, there's ball jointed dolls, antique dolls. Reborn dolls is just one of the newer forms. The reborn and silicone dolls coming out in like the 90s, and silicone dolls I think coming out in the early 2000s. Don't quote me on that, but basically I'm just saying it's fairly new, and so I think that's why a lot of people ask about it, versus if you were collecting another art doll, you're less likely to be asked questions about it. Plus, with the realism of the dolls, you see a lot of videos now, especially on TikTok and on YouTube, where people are taking the dolls out in public. I know I used to make a lot of videos like that, and you get a lot of reactions and things like that. So, you know, there's all kind of reasons is basically what I'm saying. After all of those layers of paint, I'm finally happy with the skin tone, and it is time to root the hair. So this is a process where I use a felting needle and I take mohair or human hair. In this case, I'm using mohair, and it's a very soft hair that's really closest to feeling like baby hair. And I use the felting needle and push it into the vinyl, catching about 1 to 3 hairs at a time. So it really is a long process, and I'm just gonna spare you. I'm gonna do the fast forwarded version for you so you can see the finished product. Now I am adding weighted material to the doll. So this is part of the assembling process. I'm adding fine glass beads to each limb and her head, and I stuff that with polyfill once I'm all done. And in her body I add poly pellets. This helps to give the doll realism and a heavier weight than like your store-bought doll, and makes her feel more realistic. So this is her all assembled. At her hair, she looks so cute. I've still got to put some polyfill inside of her body, poly pellets, and weight her the way I want her to be weighted so that she's very floppy, but I'm so happy with how she turned out. So her head's not attached yet, she's just sitting up there. But I wanted to show you what it looked like to pick her up, because she looks so realistic, and when she's weighted with the weighting material, it really makes her feel and look realistic. You've probably seen some of the videos online where people take these dolls out in public and fool everyone. So she is so realistic and posable. I definitely wouldn't recommend leaving her in a car because you might get your windows busted out. But I just want to show her vinyl because people are a little have questions about vinyl. It is soft. I'm showing how it's bendable. It's not like your hard plastic dolls that you'll find in a store. These dolls are soft. They're not as soft as silicone would be. Silicone is more squishy, but the vinyl is definitely soft, and it's very, feels realistic in your arms. Right now I'm just showing the floppiness of her head and her limbs, and how you want to support it when you pick her up. It looks like I'm being rough, but I'm just showing this to show you all of the ways in which she can move. And now I'm going to show you some photos of Makeda. For each doll that I create, I do a photo shoot, whether it's a doll that will be ready to ship and available for adoption on my website, or a custom order doll. I love to take photos of dolls. That's another one of my hobbies, but it's also part of my business. And honestly, with Makeda, it was hard to stop taking pictures of her because she's just so photogenic and she looks so realistic. Every time I've taken pictures of this sculpt, this is the third version of this doll that I've created, and she's just so photogenic. So anyway, I hope you enjoy these photos of Makeda. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Makeda is available for adoption at allforreborns.com. Feel free to reach out to me there, and also make sure you join my mailing list so you don't miss out on when I have another doll available. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you thumbs up this video if you did like it, and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Peace and love, and I'll see you in the next one. Be blessed.